Welcome to this explainer. Look, if you've ever felt like a literal human robot, just mindlessly clicking the exact same buttons day in and day out, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're diving into a topic that has the power to completely transform how you work and how you manage your time. We are talking about mastering digital automation.
Let's be honest for a second. We've all been there, right? I mean, think about the absolute pain of modern busy work. Maybe you're sitting at your desk renaming 50 different files one by one, or you're spending an entire afternoon copy-pasting data from an email thread into a spreadsheet. It absolutely drains your energy. But what if I told you you just don't have to do it anymore? Automation is the ultimate solution to buy back your most valuable resource, which is, of course, your time.
Here is how we're going to break this down today. 1. What is automation? 2. The 3 automation pillars. 3. Your automation learning roadmap. 4. Picking your automation specialty. And 5. Your first automation project.
All right, let's jump right into section 1. What is automation? Defining the magic.
At its core, automation is simply the use of technology to perform tasks with minimal human intervention. Sounds simple? I know, but it's actually profound. Instead of you manually repeating the exact same steps over and over again, you're setting up a system, a rule, or a script to handle it for you. You basically do the thinking once, and the machine does the doing forever.
Think of it this way. There's this brilliant, simple formula. Repetitive plus predictable plus rule-based equals automatable. This is your golden rule right here. If a task in your daily life fits these 3 criteria, you really shouldn't be doing it manually. Hand it over to a machine. This formula is exactly how you identify which parts of your workflows are ripe for automation.
Moving on to section 2, the 3 automation pillars. Time to look at the big picture.
To really understand automation, it helps to see how it's applied across different fields. Basically, it breaks down into 3 pillars. First up, software automation. This is using code or tools to handle digital tasks, data, and workflows. Think about auto-generating your monthly expense reports, sending automated email replies, or syncing data straight from Excel to a CRM. Then we step up a level to IT and DevOps. This is about automatically managing computer systems, servers, and cloud networks. A great everyday example, triggering automatic network backups at 2 a.m. or auto-updating software across 100 office computers all at once. Finally, there's industrial or physical automation. This is using robotics and hardware to control physical processes. So that could be massive factory assembly line robots or something as simple as your smart home geyser turning on automatically at 7 a.m.
Section 3, your automation learning roadmap. And the secret here? Starting small. Because automation is just such a massive field, the trick is to really start small based on what actually interests you. So here is a clear step-by-step roadmap to get you going. Step 1, start with no-code tools for those quick wins. Step 2, learn a scripting language to unlock the ultimate power. And Step 3, pick a specialization. Let's break those down. Step 1 is all about no-code tools. You genuinely do not need to know how to write a single line of code to start automating things today. Visual drag-and-drop tools are incredibly powerful for connecting your apps. The big ones to learn are Zapier, Make, which you might know as Integromat, or Microsoft Power Automate. For example, you can set up a workflow where if you receive a specific email attachment in Gmail, then it automatically saves to your Google Drive and pings you with a WhatsApp or Slack notification. Bam! Quick win, zero code required. But, eventually you might want to push past the limits of no-code tools. That is exactly when we hit Step 2. Learning a scripting language. This takes you into writing actual code and hands you the ultimate power to customize pretty much anything. So which language should you actually learn? Well, Python. Without a doubt, it is widely considered the king of automation because its syntax is so close to plain English. Plus, it has thousands of pre-made libraries ready to go. If you're starting out, just focus on these key concepts: variables, loops, like for and while loops, if-else statements, and how to work with files like CSVs, Excel, and PDFs. Master those, and you are golden. And if you are looking for a resource, I absolutely have to recommend this. Automate the Boring Stuff with Python by Al Swigart. It is a completely free online book and course, and it's literally tailor-made for absolute beginners. Section 4, picking your automation specialty. Let's choose your path. Once you have those basics down, you get to choose a specific path based on your own goals. Let's say you're focused on office productivity. You'll want to learn robotic process automation, or RPA. Tools like UiPath or Blue Prism let you train digital robots to actually mimic human actions on a computer screen. It's wild. They can log into a portal, copy data from a timesheet, and paste it directly into an invoice, mimicking your exact clicks.
Now, if you're a bit of a data nerd, web scraping is definitely your path. Using Python libraries like Beautiful Soup or Selenium, you can write scripts that automatically extract massive amounts of data from websites. So instead of manually copying pricing data all afternoon, a scraper does it in seconds.
And finally, if you lean toward the technical backend, there's the IT and cloud specialty. This involves managing servers and infrastructure automatically, using tools like Ansible, Terraform, or even just basic shell scripting.
Which brings us to Section 5, your first automation project. Let's get your feet wet.
Here is the secret sauce for learning all of this. The absolute best way to learn automation is by solving a real problem you face right now. The next time you catch yourself renaming 50 files, or copying numbers from one sheet to another, or even just checking a website daily for updates, just stop, pause, and ask yourself, how can I automate this? Let that question completely rethink how you work. Which leaves us with a great question to wrap up this explainer. Which side of automation excites you more right now? Are you leaning toward grabbing those quick wins by using no-code tools to connect your apps? Or are you ready to dive into Python to build your own custom scripts? The choice is totally yours, but the time to start is today. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll catch you in the next one.